These are the only 3 exercises that can help you climb stairs easily. Opposite to what the fitness industry claims, a recent study shows that stair climbing is an essential daily life skill, and that stair climbing exercises serve as a valuable method for promoting physical activity in older adults. In this video, we'll be covering how to do these 3 movements, how to train in your living room, and if you watch through the end, I'll share a body mechanics secret that reduces stair climbing effort by 30%. Something most physical therapists don't even know. Here's what really happens when climbing the stairs gets harder after 60. It's not just weak muscles, there's more to it. Stair climbing becomes difficult when 3 connected systems weaken: your ability to generate power, maintain balance, and control your descent. When any one of these fails, stairs become challenging. When 2 fail, stairs become scary. When all 3 decline, people start avoiding stairs altogether. And the reality most people don't understand is that traditional exercises like leg presses, calf raises, and even squats don't train these systems the way your body uses them on stairs. They train muscles in isolation, but stair climbing requires muscles to work in precise coordination. This is called functional specificity, training your body exactly how it needs to perform in real life. Here are 3 specific movement patterns that, when trained together, can restore confident stair navigation regardless of your current fitness level. These aren't gym exercises, they're movement patterns you can master in your living room with nothing more than a chair and a book. Let me show you exactly how this works. The first movement pattern is called the power push pattern, and it's responsible for pushing your body up onto each step. When people struggle with stairs, most of the time it's because this pattern has weakened. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people think stair climbing is about leg strength, but biomechanical analysis reveals it's actually about hip power generation. Your hips contain the largest, most powerful muscles in your body, your glutes and hamstrings. When these muscles work correctly, climbing stairs feels effortless. When they don't, your smaller knee muscles try to compensate, leading to that burning, exhausted feeling. Let me show you how to retrain this pattern correctly. Start by positioning a sturdy chair behind you. This is your safety net, not a crutch. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, about arm's length from the chair. Here's the critical part that most people miss. Instead of thinking about going up, think about pushing the ground away from you. Let's get to the movement. First, push your hips back like you're about to sit on a chair. Your knees will bend a little, but most of the movement should come from your hips. You might feel a light stretch in the back of your legs. This is the loading phase, like winding up a spring. Push through your heels and drive your hips forward like you're pushing the ground away. This wakes up your glutes and hamstrings, which are the main muscles that help you climb stairs. The key is how fast you move. Lower down slowly for 2 seconds, then push up fast in 1 second. This trains your body to build power quickly, exactly what you need for climbing stairs. Start with 8 repetitions, rest for 30 seconds, then do another set. Work up to 3 sets of 12 repetitions. If you need support, lightly touch the chair back, but focus on using your hips to generate the movement. A common mistake I see people make when doing this exercise is they bend their knees first and try to stand up using their thigh muscles. This creates that burning sensation and doesn't transfer to stair climbing. Remember, hips back first, then drive through your heels. You'll know you're doing this correctly when you feel it first in your glutes and the back of your thighs, not in the front of your legs. This is your body's natural power system engaging. The second pattern is called stability control, and this is where most people over 60 lose confidence on stairs. Lateral stability, or your ability to control side-to-side movement, declines faster than forward-backward strength as we continue to age. How does this affect our stair movement? Each time you step up, you're balancing on one leg for a moment. If your body isn't steady, your brain sees it as risky and sends fear signals. That's why some people get scared of stairs, even if they're strong enough. The key is training your balance while one leg works and the other moves. This is called single leg stability. Let me show you how to build it back up. For this exercise, you'll need something 4 to 6 inches high. A thick book, a sturdy box, or the bottom step of your stairs works perfectly. The height isn't as important as the control you develop. Put the step on your right side and place your whole right foot on it, not just your toes. Before stepping up, gently pull your belly button in. This switches on your core muscles for balance. Now, step up by pressing through your right foot, but here's the key difference. Instead of immediately putting your left foot down on the step, pause at the top for 2 full seconds while balancing on your right leg. Your left foot should float just above the step. While you pause, focus on keeping your hips steady. Many people lean to one side without noticing, but this is what we're working to fix. Imagine your belt buckle pointing straight forward and your shoulders staying level. After holding for 2 seconds, step down slowly with your left foot. Control the movement the whole way down. Take about 3 seconds to lower. This slow step is where you build the most balance and strength. Do 6 to 8 reps on your right side, then switch to the left. You're not aiming for speed or height here. The goal is smooth, steady movement. If you feel wobbly, use a wall or railing for light support, but try to rely on it as little as possible. When you do this exercise, your brain is relearning how to sense where your body is in space. You'll know you're improving when you can do all the reps without wobbling, reaching for support, and when you feel more confident standing on one leg. The third pattern is called eccentric control, and this might be the most important one for stair safety. What most people don't realize is that going downstairs is actually more dangerous and more difficult than going up. The reason is eccentric muscle action, your muscles lengthening while under tension to control your descent. But eccentric strength declines 35% faster than concentric strength as we age. This is why many people who can go upstairs just fine can become terrified of going down. What's remarkable is that by training your muscles to control the way you lower yourself, like when going downstairs, you actually build strength faster than with regular exercises. The move I'm about to show you is designed to do exactly that. Using the same step from the last exercise, turn so the step is behind you. Step backward with your right foot so you're now standing on the step, facing away from it. This next part is important. Step forward and down with your left foot. But instead of dropping down quickly, lower yourself slowly over 3 full seconds. Your right leg, the one still on the step, should control the entire movement, doing all the work to bring you down gently. Think of it like riding an invisible elevator instead of just stepping off. Your right leg works like a slow, controlled lift, helping you lower your body with control. You should feel your right glute, hamstring, and front thigh working here. Once your left foot touches the ground, step back up onto the step with your left foot. Now go again, but this time control the descent with your left leg while your right leg steps down. The key is the 3-second lowering phase. Count it out. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. This slow, controlled descent is what rebuilds your eccentric strength and confidence. Start with 5 repetitions per leg, focusing on perfect control rather than quantity. Work up to 8 to 10 repetitions per leg over several weeks. Here's the advanced progression. Once you can easily control 10 repetitions per leg, add light resistance by holding water bottles or wearing a backpack with books. The added weight forces your muscles to work harder during the eccentric phase, accelerating strength gains. You'll know this pattern is working when descending stairs starts feeling controlled and confident rather than scary or jarring. Train these patterns 3 times per week on non-consecutive days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday works perfectly. Always perform them in this specific order. Power push first, stability control second, and lastly, eccentric control. This sequence optimizes your nervous system activation and prevents fatigue from interfering with movement quality. Here's your progression timeline. For weeks 1 and 2, just focus on learning the movement patterns with good form. Don't worry about how many reps you do, just get the movements right. In weeks 3 and 4, start adding more reps and include those pause elements I mentioned earlier. Then by weeks 5 and 6, you can increase the challenge by adding light resistance or using a higher step. Most people start noticing real improvements in stair climbing as early as week 3. As you start practicing these movements more regularly, you might notice a few things that feel off. So let's walk through the most common issues and how to correct them. You might think, I feel this in my knees instead of my hips. This usually means you're leading with knee movement instead of hip movement. Focus on pushing your hips back first in the power push pattern and make sure your knees track over your toes, not inward. If you're thinking, I feel too unsteady during the balance exercises, start with your fingertips lightly touching a wall or railing. Gradually reduce the support as your confidence builds. Remember, some initial unsteadiness is normal. You're retraining systems that may have been dormant for years. Finally, if you think the exercises feel too easy or too hard, an easy fix for this would be to adjust the step height, change the pause duration, or add light resistance. The beauty of these patterns is they're infinitely scalable to your current ability level. Now, here's how you can apply these patterns to actual stair climbing. When going upstairs, think power push, drive through your heel and engage your glutes with each step. When navigating uneven or outdoor stairs, think stability control. Pause briefly on each step to ensure balance before proceeding. When going downstairs, think eccentric control. Control your descent rather than just dropping down. Practice this integration by starting with just 2 to 3 stairs, focusing on quality movement rather than speed. As these patterns become automatic, progress to full flights of stairs. Since you've made it this far, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that only few people know about. Body position dramatically affects stair climbing. I call it the 45-degree rule, and it can reduce your climbing effort by 30%. This is how to do it. Lean your whole body slightly forward from your ankles, not your waist. Think of it like leaning into a gentle breeze. Your body should form a straight line from ankles to head, tilted forward. This helps shift your weight over your toes so gravity can help you move instead of making it harder. If you're using a handrail, just use it for balance, not to pull yourself up. Let your hand lightly glide along it, only like a guide. Pair this with good breathing. Breathe out as you push up onto each step, and breathe in as you get ready for the next one. This helps your core stay stable and gives your muscles the oxygen they need. Most people either stay too upright when climbing, which puts all the strain on the knees, or they bend at the waist, which throws off balance and makes it harder to breathe properly. And so, this small change makes a big difference. Many people tell me stairs feel about 30% easier right away after doing this. Now you know that climbing stairs isn't just about strong muscles. It's about 3 key movement patterns working together. The power push to drive you upward, stability control to keep you balanced, and eccentric control to help you go down safely. When you train all 3 in a structured way, you're not just getting stronger. You're rebuilding the way your body moves so stairs feel easier, safer, and more natural. I'm curious about your experience with these movement patterns. Try them for a week, then let me know which one feels most challenging. Your feedback helps me create better content for this community and shapes what I cover next. I'll keep showing you practical, evidence-based strategies to move smarter, not harder, working with your body instead of against it. Subscribe for more videos like this. We're building a complete library of movement solutions for aging actively and confidently, with each video building on the last. And remember, your body is designed to move well at any age. It just needs the right guidance.